We decided to make our project on global climate change and specifically the impacts climate change have on society. So to go over this video, it's important to look at all the aspects global climate change will affect. This includes ecosystems, supplies and resources, weather patterns, sea level rise, farming, relationships between nations, and health and safety. For the sake of this video, we're just going to be going over the first four. So the first aspect we're going to be going over is ecosystems, and ecosystems are really important because each aspect of the ecosystem is interdependent on each other, and if one part of the ecosystem is affected, the entire ecosystem could be harmed. The first specific ecosystem we're going to go over is coral reefs. Coral reefs are a huge source of biodiversity in the ocean, and they're currently being damaged by human activities. This includes oil fishing, oil spills, waste runoffs, and it leads to the rapid decline of the biodiversity within the coral reef. The next ecosystem we want to go over is forests. So forests account for about 80% of the Earth's terrestrial biodiversity, and rapid rates of deforestation lead to species losing their home. By eliminating forests, we also lose a vital aspect of CO2 removal, so more CO2 is going into the atmosphere. In Arctic zones, polar bears rely on sea ice cover, and without this, with the melting sea ice, they are not able to hunt and get the fats they need to survive and feed their children. A commonality between all of these ecosystems is that the species within them cannot adapt fast enough to deal with the changes of climate change, so we need to hold ourselves responsible to fix climate change and the issues that come with them. The next category we're going to be going over is supplies and resources and how their availability is going to be affected by climate change. One resource that might be dwindling is water because the availability of certain water sources are being damaged, and this might lead to water wars, conflicts among and within nations for water. We're also facing a shortage of fossil fuels because we're using them faster than they can be produced. We either need to find new ways to power our systems or face the consequences.
The next major topic is rising sea levels. Global sea level is determined by many changing actors. As the global temperature is rising, the water molecules are expanding. As the molecules expand, the water gains volume, which causes the rising levels. By the end of the century, a 1 meter sea level is predicted, meaning we could lose land. The melting of Greenland alone would submerge southern Florida, countries in Europe such as Belgium and the Netherlands. The graph above shows a steady increase in the rise of sea level over the past 15 years. The slope measures of the trend line is roughly 3 millimeters per year. Wetlands are one of the many ecosystems being affected by a rise in sea level. However, they are maybe one of the more important to focus on. Both are home to many diverse species, but they aid human survival as well. As water rises, the wetlands will become oversaturated. You may wonder what's in store for the future. In recent years, the trend in sea level rise has become a steady 1 to 2 meters per year increase. By 21,000, there is an estimate of 18 millimeters in rise. Health and safety is our next major topic. Beginning with heat, if high temperatures persist for several days and if nighttime temperatures do not drop, extreme heat can kill multiple people. Higher temperatures are also caused by human behavior. Following are natural disasters. The projected change in temperature under global warmings are likely to lead to other effects that threaten human health and safety. Changing precipitation patterns and prolonged heat can create drought and fires. Lastly is the poor air quality that could affect human health. Sunlight, warm air, and pollution from power plants and cars burning coal and gasoline combine to produce ground-level smog, which humans experience as poor air quality. Higher air temperature increase smog if sunlight, fossil fuel, and air currents remain the same. These are all health problems and safety issues that could happen if global climate change keeps happening.